Hey, hi, hello, my name is Jupiter, and welcome to my corner of the internet. Today I'll be providing you with a big long video about the girl group Dreamcatcher. They're a 7-member girl group under Happy Face Entertainment. They debuted in 2017, and currently they're actually under their own sector of the company known as the Dreamcatcher Company, as they have been around since 2017 and consistently releasing music. There are a lot of songs to go through. There's about 79 songs. I love Dreamcatcher, and someone else who loves Dreamcatcher is my boyfriend Spiff, who I have brought on for this venture to help make his own list and talk about Dreamcatcher with me so we can both fangirl.
Hello.
So my experience with Dreamcatcher as a whole started back when I was getting into K-pop. It was about 2020. I got into Blackpink. Blackpink has a relatively short discography. I was like, this is fantastic, I need more.
They don't have any songs.
It's a crime. But I was looking for other artists to get into, and I was looking for that heavier EDM sound, because at the time I had the association that all K-pop is kind of cute. That's wrong, but that's what I was thinking at that point. And so what I found was a suggestion for, if you like Blackpink, you should listen to Dreamcatcher. So I got into Dreamcatcher, and I have been hooked ever since. I love the music, I love the girls, and since I loved it so much, I shared it with Spiff, who also got into Dreamcatcher.
Yeah. Do you want me to say, when? Because I think we both of our first comeback would be Odd Eye.
Yes.
Right?
So, yes.
That's what I remember you showing me first.
Yes. So, Boko was the newest release when I got into Dreamcatcher, making Odd Eye the very first comeback I had with them.
Yeah, I guess for me it would be the next one.
Yeah.
Because, technically, I guess. But
no, you could call Odd Eye your first comeback if you want to.
Sure.
You got really into it. I remember being excited about it because I'd showed you their music shortly before, so I was able to be like, this is a new song.
Yeah.
Yes. So in terms of Dreamcatcher, my Handong and Dami is my bias line. I think they're great.
My bias is Sua, because she's an all-arounder.
Oh, look at you with your K-pop terminology.
Is that the real terminology?
Yeah.
Okay. She's a singer, she's a dancer, and she's the silly goose. Which every K-pop group needs a silly goose.
It's true, you do need your vitamin idol, so to speak, the one that keeps you pepped up.
Is that an official term?
And every once in a while you hear someone talk about, they're like, I'm the vitamin of the team.
I see. I have not heard that before.
It's okay. So the fun dynamic to all of this is going to be is that Spiff doesn't listen to a lot of K-pop. He only listens to what I show him. And Dreamcatcher, basically. He has a couple of hits that he really enjoys. I know Lovers in the Night by Sorry is on your playlist. Yeah. You Can't Sit With Us by Sunmi.
There's some Geidel.
Oh, there's some Idol in there. He has some appreciation in a handful of songs that he likes, but he has not ventured very far beyond the things I've showed him, with the exception of Dreamcatcher.
I would say Dreamcatcher is the only group I follow.
Yeah.
There's some individual songs that I like, but I don't follow groups like I follow Dreamcatcher, where I'm excited for their comebacks and I listen to them.
Mm-hmm. That's why I wanted to loop him in for this, because I know it's a group that he's very excited by, and we talk about Dreamcatcher quite a bit, and he's my buddy in terms of getting hyped about Dreamcatcher comebacks, and we talk about their music a lot. And what made me want to loop him in for part of this is he talked about how he discussed Dreamcatcher's music as they have 4 types of songs, and I will let you take it away from here.
They have... Okay, there's 2 slightly different categorizations.
I see.
That you have the rock songs, which you could also call the anime opening songs.
Oh, yes.
And then you have the EDM songs.
Yes.
And then, not necessarily overlapping, but you could also make a distinction between anime closing songs.
This is true. They have a genre of song like that. Very common in their discography.
Did I forget? Oh, ballads.
Ballads.
Group, general, like, soft songs group. And then we have the miscellaneous category, which is them just, like, doing shit.
And trying it.
And they just, yeah, they're just gonna try it out. And it's good somehow every time.
Every time. So we're gonna get into it. We both compiled a separate list of our favorite Dreamcatcher songs, starting with number 79, working our way up to 1. This discography list contains all Korean releases, Japanese original songs, so if it's a Japanese remake of a Korean song, those are the same song to me. We did not double listen to songs and review them as separate entities, OSTs, and video game appearances, fan songs, pretty much nearly everything that is officially released under Dreamcatcher's name. The only things we left out were if they were a feature on someone else's song. I did not count that as one of their songs. It's someone else's song. They just happen to be there.
Or if it was just they did the song again.
Yes. So, I know as like a heads up, my list is composed off of like songs I enjoyed the most. If you put 3 songs in front of me, preference assessment real quick, which one am I most likely going to grab towards? The ones that I'm more likely to grab are the ones that I picked as my higher songs.
I did mine a little bit differently. I will admit that I definitely did some of that, like, you're gonna see my bias towards certain types of music.
Yeah.
I overall am more of a rock fan than I am maybe an EDM or a ballads fan.
Yeah.
But I did try to, in some cases, look at the songs themselves and, like, look at the construction of the songs and decide which one I thought was actually a better song. So sometimes it's just vibes. Sometimes a song ends up pretty high on my list because I just think it's a genuinely good song, even if it's not one of my favorite songs.
Yes. So we're gonna work our way up the ladder. We're gonna pass the baton back and forth. We're each gonna say our number, give a brief statement about it, talk about it a little, and work our way up. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm super excited for this video. Possibly videos. You'll know when this is posted how long this monster turns out to be. It's going to be great and it's going to be a good time. And before we get started, it is not obligatory, but I feel like it is to remind you that this is all opinion based. We are doing this all as a love letter to Dreamcatcher because we like their music. Neither of us are music critics. Our opinion shouldn't matter to you if you disagree with it.
Mm-hmm.
We like these songs, so we're going to talk about them. I honestly think Dreamcatcher does not have a bad song. So just because I put something low does not discredit its quality, and any criticisms we say are not marks against the artists themselves.
Yeah, personally for me, I think sometimes it's just easier to point out more negative things about songs because I feel like I have to justify why they weren't my favorite song because I like every song. But even if I point those things out, like, I like all of these songs. It just, some of them I had to put lower than other songs.
Logistically, when you make a list, something has to go on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. It's all opinion-based. We're all here for the vibes, man. And it's going to be a great time. So, let's gear it up. Let's get started. This is our official Dreamcatcher ranking list video. Up until the latest comeback, Bon Voyage. Coming in at number 79 for Jupiter's list is Daydream. It's a really pretty ballad. It's kind of standard slow. It's a little bit poppy instead of pure piano. Those are just statements about the song. I cannot conjure any big feelings about it. It's not a bad song. It's just not it for me.
Yeah, my bottom is Rainy Day. a pretty song, and I don't think I have such an extreme bias against the ballads as you do, but it's just so slow that even though it's pretty, it's like I'm never gonna listen to it.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Oh yeah, the bottom of my list is Ballad City, y'all. Y'all, be ready. 78, also in Ballad City here, is Polaris. No big thoughts here. It's beautiful. Their voices sound so good. So good. And it's definitely a super well produced song. It's just not what I'm going to come back to over and over again. I'm never going to purposely pick to listen to Polaris.
My 78 is A Heart of the Sunflower. It's nice, and that's all I have to say about it, which is why it's 78.
Number 77 is Dear. I don't know the words to this song, but you can just feel like the tension and like it's this love letter type of song with that yearning. It's so heartfelt, amazing, like swelling backtracks, supported vocals. It's beautiful. It's just a piano ballad. I will never pick it out of their entire discography. Is the first thing I want to listen to.
Mine is Daydream, which I'm pretty sure you already talked about.
Yes.
I think we just ordered those slightly differently, but I mainly agree with your assessment.
I think it's cute. It's pretty.
It's cute and pretty, and it's slightly less slow as the other two, which puts it at 3.
Coming in at 76 on my list, here's where I put Rainy Day. The little rain sounds that are just throughout the entire song, kind of underneath the piano, gives it that leg ups over some of the other ballads.
I did not even ever notice that.
Yeah, that's raining during the songs. It's a rainy day.
That is cute. Okay, mine is, I don't remember which number this is.
76.
Mine is Trap.
Oh, that's so low.
I don't like this song.
Say more.
I think, so I'm assuming your bottom is going to be mostly ballads. Mine is going to be ballads and kind of the more EDM heavy ones, because the electronic break doesn't really do anything for me, and I find it kind of annoying. Like, I wish it just went into a normal song chorus. So, yeah.
I'm gonna, okay. Okay.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. Number 75, A Heart of a Sunflower. They sound so emotional in this one. It, like, really pulls on the heartstrings. It's a supremely good ballad.
Oh, are you done?
I'm done. That's all I have to say.
75 for me is In the Frozen. For largely the same reason as Trap. I just don't like the electronic bits. I don't think they're very exciting, and instead of getting me hyped up, it just kind of loses the momentum of the song for me.
You don't like wop 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 wop. Ba-da-pa-pa-pa.
I like whatever that is. If that was the song, it'd be number 1.
Thanks. Number 74, back in Ballad City for me, is Emotion. I love the little la la las at the end of it. I love that it's not a pure piano ballad. It's got a little bit more to it, and it's got a bit of a pop edge, which kind of puts it above some of those other ones. It's fun and it's cute. We love 2017 Dreamcatcher.
Mine is And There Was No One Left. I'm so sorry. I'm actually gonna tell you my reasoning next number because I have the same reasoning for those two.
Oh, okay. Well, suspense. All right, coming in at 73 for me is 괜찮아 or Trust Me.
나에게 말해줘 괜찮아 괜찮아 이렇게 so trust me.
This is not, I think, one of the first songs I'll think of when I think of a Dreamcatcher ballad. I'll think of those like soft piano ballads first. This is again more poppy, but I love the delivery of the chorus. I love them just belting out this song. It's very good. I think that a lot of these older songs just are not my first ones when I think of with Dreamcatcher. A lot of their ballads are not all soft pop, just all soft piano ballads, and I was really figuring that out as I did this listen through. Like, this song is stuck in my head pretty consistently for the next 3 days after I have listened to it.
Mine is Can't Get You Out of My Mind.
Just tell me how I can get you out of my mind. Can't get you out of my mind.
Is it mind or head?
Mind.
Okay. Okay. My reasoning for these two songs being the slots that they are is because to me they are indistinguishable except for the Korean from being like Western pop songs. And that's not why I listen to Dreamcatcher. So I think they're just kind of boring in comparison to their other songs. I think they're fine songs. I just, like, if Ed Sheeran sang it, I wouldn't know. He could. I wouldn't notice the difference.
I do not think Ed Sheeran could sing.
It wouldn't be good. I'm sorry. That was maybe harsh. They're fine songs.
We have number 72, which I think will be my first upset for you. This is where I put My Way.
I'm not upset. I'm just... There's many songs I would have put lower than My Way.
This song, good points about this song, long banger intro to this track. They really take their time to get into it, and I enjoy that. I think this song should be in a racing anime. This would be an amazing song to have while you're having this huge race sequence. The electric guitar, absolute winner in this song. The bridge is fantastic. I just don't have a lot of feelings about this song. I think Dreamcatcher's bass line is making good songs.
Yeah.
Therefore, this song is just Dreamcatcher's standard.
I would agree with you. I will say I think it's my least favorite of the Japanese releases.
Okay.
I just really like the Japanese releases.
Yeah.
Mine is 72 is Airplane.
Go up into the sky.
It's fine, it's a summer jam. I just think the lyrics are kind of stupid and I can't get over it. I can't get over Airplane go up into the sky. Even if I do get it stuck in my head sometimes.
Not even though it has like excellent lyrics such as la 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 la.
I'm sorry. It'll never be I go up helicopter.
71, Jupiter's List, Mayday.
조야 계속 조야 오늘 그
this is a real high energy song. They kind of take a running start to it, and they just keep going. They like hit that energy peak immediately, and then they stay at that level. And as much as I enjoy rocking out to it, I don't think it has some of the same like push and pull that Dreamcatcher is really good at in their songs. They do a lot of like light and dark play, or like high energy, low energy, bouncing back and forth. I also think this song needs an outro. It just ends. But I do love the way they deliver the title line of Singing Mayday. Very good. God bless. Thank you, Xion.
Yeah, we'll get to it for me, but I'm not mad that it's this low for you.
Okay.
It's not one of my favorites. 71 for me is Dear. This is where I put Dear. I agree with you. I don't think it's one I'm going to listen to often, but I think it's a song that really shows off their vocal talents, and I wanted to appreciate that a little bit. So this is where Dear goes.
Number 70, I have Witch a Star. It's soft and sparkly, a fun little pop song, and I love that post-chorus where they're really bouncing the words around. You got bia, 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 bum, 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 bum. It's soft and it's cute. I feel like it's a prototype for some of their kind of like weirder songs that they get into later that I really love. That we'll get there when we get there.
For me, this is where I put Polaris. I have very similar thoughts to it in Dear. I did not how to order those, but I eventually put them this way. I think it's just very nice. It shows off their vocal talents. They both have a good, I think, crescendo into the end that's really emotional and full and lovely, and I think it's a good song.
All right, number 69. Nice.
Hey.
This is where I put All Day Long.
Fall in love, 운명처럼 다가온 feeling. 꿈꾸는 것 같아.
Really?
I love this song. I have no big feelings. My head is empty. I am just here for the vibes with All Day Long. This is simply a case of there's other songs that I like more.
Okay.
Excellent acoustic guitar line, also.
Fair enough. This is where I put Witch a Star. So
Hey!
we are very in sync. The entirety of my notes for this song say it's nice but boring. So I think you had a pretty good description of it.
Coming in at number 68 for me is I Miss You.
I miss you.ただ信じてる。また出会えること。I miss you. 空の果てまでも。
This is like the most J-pop of J-pop they possibly could have gone.
You know, like J-pop?
I do like J-pop.
You don't like Trumpet Bois?
I don't listen to the Japanese releases as much, and therefore I don't have as much affection for them the way as I do towards the Korean ones, just because I'm not as familiar. Like, it's one so bouncy, it's so fun. I really love that they rhyme Japanese and English together. That's just a fun little language thing I'm into. Like, it's super cute. I just don't think about this song a lot, and even if you were like, quick, what's a Dreamcatcher Japanese track? Like, this is not going to be the one I pull.
Mm-hmm.
There's different songs I'm going to pull. It's like, oh, this one. Dreamcatcher sings this song.
Interesting. Interesting.
Dear viewer, you cannot see the stare he's just giving me right now.
We'll get to it. I'll defend it later. Number 69. This is where I ended
68.
up. 68. My numbers are not accurate at all.
Nice.
This is where I ended up putting For Memory.
붙은 내 손잡던 겨울까지 모두 기억해.
Okay.
My notes say it's fine. I have similar thoughts to Can't Get You Out of My Mind and There Is No One Left, where I think it's very Western sounding, and I don't really know why I would listen to it. But I think there's just a little bit more fun and uniqueness that puts it a little bit higher up the list for me.
67, Time to Make Spiff Mad. This is where I put Don't Light My Fire.
What? What's wrong with you?
Light my fire, don't light my fire.
I enjoy the repetitive piano line, but it sounds really familiar, like I've heard it somewhere else.
Because it's from Halloween.
I also think I've heard this song maybe twice before we did this whole listen through. Spotify does not like this song. So it's not in my brain very much. They sound very good, but it's, yeah. I haven't listened to it enough to have big feelings about it, and they have other songs I like more.
Then. Sounds like a skill issue. Okay, well, I'm gonna get you back because 68 for me is...
This is 67.
67 is Poison Love.
Wow!
Why do you make me cry? Why do you bring me down?
You're so right. That hurts.
I just think it's repetitive, and the EDM part doesn't do anything for me. The lyrics don't do anything for me. I just think it's kind of boring.
Oof. Alright, number 66. This is where I put Lullaby.
Lullaby 오늘은 가지마 이 노래를 불러줄게 아침이 밝아와도 곁에 있어줘.
It is one of my favorite ballads that they have. It's very catchy. I love the bridge where they like cut away to the piano and then they just jump right in with the belt. I think what I have written down here is this song is like a chiffon dress. It's just flowy and soft. You've got all these different instruments and melodies kind of gliding over one another. I really do love Lullaby. It's very good.
Number 66 for me is Emotion.
Okay.
This is kind of where I'm getting into the thick of the ballads.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice and it's cute, and I enjoy it. Exactly. I like the little twinkly background noises. I think it's very sweet. I think it's very dream-like, which makes sense for Dreamcatcher. And is this off the B-side of their first single, or is that
Yes.
Lullaby? Is this one?
Yes.
Okay, I think
This
it does
is
a
Chase
good
Me,
job of, like, it sets the tone, kind of, for their B-sides throughout their entire career, so.
So number 65 for me is Scar.
이젠 돌이킬 수 없는 절망 속 넓게 와 멀리 갈 수가 없는 깊은 곳에서.
This is a drum set song. They've got a lot of drum set bangers. This is one of the drum set songs. I do like that chanting of the final chorus and the way they really like launch into the delivery of hello, of like hello, and then they like blast up there. Admittedly, for me, this is a Spotify favorite. Spotify has a good handful that it loves to play, especially from earlier eras, all of the time. So I think this one might actually be this low simply because I hear it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I crave other Dreamcatcher songs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not mad about where you put this. I'll get to it later, but I largely agree. It doesn't stand out to me, so I agree with your rating. 65 for me is Always.
나의 마지막이 될 거야 매일 너의 안에서 네 꿈을 꾸게 해.
This is one of my favorite of the ballads. It might just be because I listened to this album on repeat because I had the CD and I was living in a place where I didn't always have cell service where I was driving, so this is one of the CDs I had in my car and I would just listen to it over and over again. But as such, I think, like, it's not boring to me like the other ballads are because I've grown used to it. And I also just think it's a good song. And their voices sound really pretty together.
Number 64, this is where I've put Entrancing, which is Xi'an's solo. Because for 3 minutes and 33 seconds, you were in a fairy forest.
Below all the other solos.
Yeah. Her voice is magical. Like, she has this beautiful, like, whispery tone that she doesn't use a lot in a lot of her other songs. Like, it's so delicate. Her voice is desperate. Her vibratos are amazing. This song is ethereal. This is just that, going back to that of which song would you rather listen to on, like, a generic day. I'm probably not going to pick the most ballad of ballads during that time.
It's not the most ballad of ballads.
Okay, I also really love Winter, though.
That's fine. You're allowed to like Winter. You have some wrong opinions.
He really loves this song. We did way back when Save Us first released, we sat down and had like a 90-minute phone conversation in which we had all both individually ranked all of the tracks, and Entrancing I think was your number 2 maybe?
It might have been 3.
But
My
yeah.
order has changed since then. It's no longer the same, but it was up there. It was definitely my favorite solo, and I think it's the best of the solos still.
Technically, it might be the best, yes.
Yes.
It's just not my favorite.
Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's okay. Okay. 64 for me is Lullaby, which I think,
A good one.
Yeah, I think it's fairly close to where you put it. I agree with you. It's ballad.
It's ballad.
It's nice. It's sweet. That's really all my thoughts.
Coming in at number 63 is where I put Over the Sky. Thank you, Dreamcatcher, for understanding that Insomnia just wants more rock songs when they get a fan song. It's a very classic Dreamcatcher sound.
Don't give me that ballad shit.
This is that. This is like original Nightmare trilogy. It's pretty and satisfying. And then I wanted to add as a fun fact is before this project, neither of us had heard this song.
No.
We just
I did not know this existed.
Did not know this one existed. I don't know how we missed it. So we both of us, this was like our first introduction during this project.
63 for me is Daybreak.
Okay, yeah.
Is this the, like, kind of mellow,
This is the jazz
jazzy-ish one? Yeah. I get that one confused with Daydream because they have the same name. Anyway, it's a good song and I like it. It's just, and I like the chill, mellow vibes. I appreciate that. It's the same throughout. And it's very steady and solid, but sometimes I want a little more hype in my life.
Good point. Hey, guess what I put as number 63?
Is it Daybreak?
It's Daybreak!
Whoa!
I wrote here that I don't think that this is Dreamcatcher's most memorable song, but at the same time, there's nothing bad about it either. Like, the vocals are super warm and full. It's over this really steady R&B beat that keeps it in constant motion. They just have so many songs, and they have so many good songs.
I think the problem with Daybreak is that Jazz Bar exists.
That Jazz Bar exists.
Like, it's nice, but if I want a jazzy song, there's other songs I can listen to.
Exactly.
Okay.
Oh, I guess that was 62. I lied. What's your number 62?
My 62 is Trust Me.
Yes. Very good.
Which, yeah, that one part gets stuck in my head. I think it's very good. I think it's very emotional. It's not just like a straight ballad. It's like, hey, we're going somewhere with this, and I can appreciate that.
Okay. Number 61. This is where I put No More. And I know that's like in your top 10.
It's somewhere up there. I'm not sure.
It's definitely, it's their most metal
place.
track. It's got a glittery quality, even though it is so fast and like high, heavy energy. It like scritches my brain in just the right way. But I also do not like think of this song very often. I'm unlikely to like pull for this song if I'm like, it's Dreamcatcher time. Like, this is not the one I'm gonna pick.
Skill issue.
Damn, okay.
Maybe you listen to better songs more. You would like them more.
Wow, okay, go for it then.
I'm sorry. I love you.
I love you.
And I value your opinions.
Thank you. Go for it. What's your 61?
Mine is All Day Long.
Oh, a little bit higher than I thought.
Yeah, I used to not like this song. And then I listened to it more and I was like, it's got a nice groove that it just gets into and then it just stays in that groove the whole time. And I like riding that groove. It's nice.
Number 60, Jupiter's List, Always.
Oh, you put it higher than me.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that.
I love Always. I think it's because I spent so much time listening to Save Us. That is just one of my top ballads. It's so heartfelt, and whenever I listen to it, it feels very directed towards their fans. That makes me very soft on the inside, and so like when they start singing "and you" and "nah," like it just, that's not actually the line, that's still Korean and English together. But when they hit that part and then they just go into all those runs, it feels very personal and very emotional.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Yeah, I agree. And I think I also feel like it's to the fans, but also like to the group, like each other. And I think they do a good job of like balancing their voices together.
Yeah.
What number are we on? Oh.
That was number 60.
Okay, 60. 60 for me is Silent Night.
Don't wanna see you blind. Silent night. 고요한 이 밤에 need some light.
Okay. EDM.
Yeah, I have this similar feelings as the other EDM songs, like for this one, except for I kind of like the EDM breakdown for this one. I'm just never gonna like it as much as one of the rock songs.
Fair play. Number 59, New Days. The anime outro song. This was just fun. I think the melody is made up of a lot more long notes. Like, it really leans into like a whole note throughout this melody. And I just was noticing that because I tend to gravitate. You're probably going to hear me talk a lot as we get high into the list, like when they get into weird rhythms and syncopated rhythms and like staccato notes. I love a good staccato. And this song doesn't have those, but it's noticeable and it's in a good way. I enjoy that. New Days.
Mine is Sleepwalking.
Midnight.
Which, similar to Silent Night, it's one of those more electronic, heavy songs. I like the sounds that are in it, if that makes sense. I like the boops and bops in it. So, yes, like that.
For 58, this is one of my songs that I don't know if I feel confident in my placement of it, and I think it also simply suffers from that case of they have so many good songs. Dreamcatcher does not have a bad song. This is where I put To You.
Okay.
Like, it's such a heartfelt song. It's like, it's a ballad without being like a full-on piano ballad. The guitar is going off in the background. It's great. Their harmonies are really good, and it's such a sweet it's a bittersweet song, and wraps up all of these feelings in a nice little bow that they've been talking about during this album. We had a whole conversation about how From Us is like, who hurt them? And this is just that nice little bow of like processing all those feelings that they just poured out through the album. It's very good. They just have so many good songs.
Yeah. I don't disagree with you. My 58 is Wonderland.
Hush, 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 hush.
I like what this song is doing. I like the hush, 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 hush bit. I think it's cute and twinkly. I'm just not very likely to listen to it. So, ends up more towards the bottom of the list, even though I like it.
Yeah, I can't knock you for that. Number 57, Breaking Out.
Breaking out of the dark night. ここから今 take me up. 乗り越える叫ぶ心信じて.
It's got a very good push and pull dynamic. It drops from like that light verse into this really rich and low chorus, and then it's driven by the super strong guitar line. Vocal flourishes in this song are immaculate. I love the pre-chorus, the whoa, 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 whoa. It's very, very good. This is just another song that suffers from Spotify overplay. This is kind of that little sector of my list, I think, where we're getting all the songs that are very good, but I hear them so often that I'm a little overtired of them. But like, this is, I don't know if it's my favorite Japanese release. I think I have some that I've ranked higher, so maybe it's not, but it's definitely the most memorable Japanese release for me.
57 for me, this is where I ended up putting Scar.
Okay.
I want to like this song, I think, more than I do. I really like the instrumental intro, and then that's not what the song ends up sounding like, and I wish it sounded like that more. And I think what it does sound like is fine, but I kind of agree with you. Like, I don't think it doesn't reach this peak that a lot of their songs do for me, and it just kind of feels samey the whole way throughout.
56, Full Moon.
Yeah.
Full Moon is a very good song. It is in my head almost constantly. You just have a lot of very good songs.
Yeah.
Major victim of overplaying as well, simply because every time I shuffle with Dreamcatcher, I will hear this song. And if you're shuffling it when you drive to work and from work, and they have 79 songs, you're gonna hear this one a lot.
You need to just skip songs. You have Spotify Premium and you don't skip songs, and then you complain about Spotify playing songs.
But consider it's on, and I'm like, yeah, Full Moon, it's here.
Okay.
I do love this song. It's just, so I don't want to skip it because I like it that it's on. I like that it's on. It's a great song.
Okay.
The belts are incredible.
They are. I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay.
I put it higher than you.
Okay, carry on.
My 56 is To You.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure this is my highest of the ballads
Okay.
I-
Well, except for entrancing.
Yes. I'm counting that as a special little category in my mind, which is solos, which is different than ballads.
Oh.
You see?
Okay, I see.
You erased what I was gonna say out of my mind. You distracted. Yeah, I think I mostly agree with all of the things you said about it. I think maybe the least ballady of the ballads.
Yeah.
It's like almost a pop song.
Yeah.
I like the kind of voice filter they have on it, and I like the instrumentals, and I like how I like the ups and downs of their voices and how they travel into these crescendos that sound really emotional.
So then we're at number 55, which is where I put Eclipse.
Eclipse going that時でもそばにいたいとこの空へ願う信じてる destiny
I think it's an iconic song, and it's very good. I just don't have big feelings about it. It's made it this far just because it's good. That's
It's
all.
quite simply good.
It's quite simply good.
Yeah. 55 for me is Diamond.
かじじむけ저때 손대 주었어 난 깨지지 않는 diamond
Oh, okay.
I don't know what my problem with this song is, but it's not as good as I want it to be. I like the intro and I like the really heavy guitar. I just wish it had a chorus that was more than them just saying diamond. And like, because I think it's got this really good driving beat, and I wish that it ramped up into like a big chorus moment, and it doesn't. It just kind of drops down. So it gets me excited, and then I'm like, oh wait, I don't actually like this song that much. But it's a good song.
Dreamcatcher has no bad songs.
Yes.
All right, so 54 is where I put Shadow, which
I'm gonna stay I lost my way 까맣게 타버린 내 심장 속에
was an OST done by just Shion and Dami, and their voices blend super well together because Shion has a very high voice and Dami has a lower voice. I'm very into it. As a whole, the song is a very simple instrumental, and the vocal is the most prominent part of the song, and I really enjoy that.
54 for me is Tension.
Trust me, oh trust me 혹시만 모든 걸 다 걸고서 그런 걱정은 널 괴롭힐 뿐 사라져버릴 텐션
And I think this for me is a case of it's a good song, but they have better songs that I like. So yeah, it ended up down here. I'm sorry, Tension. I think it also suffers from being on Tree of Language, which is just all bangers, and
All
it's
bangers.
like this is the least banger of the bangers. So
53, Together.
Be together 저 먼 하늘을 보며 바래 Oh shooting star get together 긴 이 밤 지나가기 전에
Jiu sounds so good on this one. This song really suits her higher, lighter voice, and I like that everyone kind of jumped to join Jiu up on that range. It's bouncy and dancey and shooting star. Oh, that line just gets to live in my head. It could come into my head without any warning. I could be doing something totally different, and my brain goes, shooting star, be together. It's so cute. It's dancey.
it's the Roller Rink song. One of two Roller Rink
One
songs.
of two roller rink songs.
53 for me is Over the Sky. I'll be honest, I don't think I like this any better or worse than Tension. I think they ended up here kind of arbitrarily.
Okay.
I agree with what you said. It's a nice song. They have more nice songs. I like how it kind of starts out slow and then kind of gets more emotional as it goes on. And I like that it's a fan song. It's cute.
Yeah.
I think Tension just gets overplayed for me,
Okay.
which is why it's slightly lower.
52 is where I put For Memory. All I wrote down for my notes here is it's light and happy, and sometimes we need a happy interlude. Smiley face. For Memories for the vibes.
Okay. Sure. I can't argue with that. 52 is where I put Mayday. I don't think I disagree with any of your criticisms. I like that it's kind of driving. It could use a little more variation to it, but I think overall it's more my vibe, so it gets up here a little bit more than it did for you.
Nice. 51 is where I have Sleepwalking. So this kind of starts where I put some of the EDM tracks, not all of them, because I know I'm more into them than you. This is also the start chronologically. Like, they never shied away from synths in the beginning era.
No.
But I feel like this is one of those first tracks where they really leaned into it. Like, in my paper notes, I have written down club banger. And it's absolutely true. It really, like, juxtaposes, like, these strong instruments that they did in the previous albums, and then this was the point where they started being like, it's a synth time, baby.
Yeah.
They really dive wholeheartedly into it, and I think it's fun. I like the EDM tracks and breaks.
Yeah.
I like things I bop my head to.
I think that's always been part of their sound since pretty early on, so I'm not, like, mad that there's more electronic sounds in their music. It's just not necessarily my thing. Yeah. 51 for me is Cherry.
상상도 못할 만큼 아주 큰 happiness 살짝 스치는 바람에게
Oh.
My notes just say I'm so sorry to you. I love this song. It's so cute. Listeners, if you can't tell by now, I don't really like pop music. Except for Dreamcatcher pop music, which shows you that they're really good because I'll listen to their pop songs and enjoy them. But that just means that some of the more pop ones are going to be a bit lower on the list. But I love this song. I think it's cute. I love the little bit of the funky, like... Yeah, I like that bit. I like that she wrote it about her dog.
More idols need to write songs about their dogs. Can we make that happen?
It's very powerful. Overall, it's cute, and it's somewhere around the mid-range for me.
50 is where I put Trap. Again, with the EDM track, I think it's the very good balance between, like, the heavy and the soft, and I think of that booming chorus and, like, the skipping synths and the yelling of this is a trap. I tend to forget that the verses are a little more mellow and they're kind of slower and a little more rhythmic. This song also has whistle notes. I think this is the first song where I get to talk about whistle notes, like, up at the top of the score. You will hear me talk about whistles a lot throughout this because that's one of my favorite little embellishments that's very common and you hear it in a lot of music. And I love
noticed the whistles.
I love weird embellishments I
do too. I love
music.
sounds and noises.
I love sounds and noises. It's maybe not a whistle, but it's like an like way up there, and it's very, very high.
Okay.
It's very good.
I'll appreciate that.
Sounds and noises in my music.
As a Talking Heads stan, I have to appreciate when there's sounds and there's noises in my music. Do you think anybody has ever called themselves a Talking Head stan?
They have now.
My bias is David Byrne.
Excellent.
50?
Yeah.
50 for me is New Days.
Oh, solid.
It's the anime outro song.
It's the anime outro song.
Not to be reductive, because Korea and Japan are two different places with two different cultures, but Dreamcatcher makes anime music.
They make music really well suited for anime.
Yeah, and this is an anime outro song, and I like it for that, and there's a lot that I'll probably choose to listen over that one.
And that, folks, is where we are going to leave off for part 1 of this video. It is a monster to edit, and I'm doing my best, and I really want to get this out as soon as possible, as we recorded a long time ago, and I really want to show it off. So thank you for watching this far. There will be more to come. It will be another big long video with the rest of them, working our way up from here. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for sticking around, and I will see you very soon. So my fellow K-pops and cosmic bodies, may our paths meet again. Bye. Peace.